Hello everyone and welcome to this video of the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich. This is part 2 of the video. In part 1 we had a great long walk all over Greenwich. We went to the Fan Museum, the Cutty's Art, Greenwich Market and so on, and in this video I'm going to dedicate it to just the National Maritime Museum, which you can see is right here all along this section of Greenwich Park. So this museum, and then as we walk straight down, we'll come to the Queen's House, which also become kind of part of this museum, and it displays some really fantastic work of art. So this video will be almost completely on this museum. So here is some information here according to Wikipedia. The National Maritime Museum, NMM, is a maritime museum in Greenwich, London. It is part of Royal Museums Greenwich, a network of museums in the Maritime Greenwich World Heritage Site. Like other publicly funded national museums in the United Kingdom, it has no general admission charge. This video was done on one of the hottest days of the year in London. So you can see all along the park here, the grass has been turned into hay. Everything is rack dry. Really hot that day. And then we'll walk down there now towards Queen's House. And here is some information of Queen's House according to Wikipedia. Queen's House is a former royal residence in the London Borough of Greenwich, which presently serves as a public art gallery. It was built between 1616 and 1635 on the grounds of the now demolished Greenwich Palace, a few miles downriver from the City of London. In its current setting, it forms a central focus of the Old Royal Naval College with a grand vista leading to the River Thames, a World Heritage Site called Maritime Greenwich. The Queen's House architect Inigo Jones was commissioned by Queen Anne of Denmark in 1616, and again to finish the house in 1635 by Queen Henrietta Maria. The house was commissioned by both Anne and Henrietta as a retreat and place to display and enjoy the artworks they had accumulated and commissioned. Queen's House is one of the most important buildings in British architectural history due to it being the first consciously classical building to have been constructed in the country. It was Jones' first major commission after returning from his 1613-1615 grand tour of Roman, Renaissance and Palladian architecture in Italy. Some earlier English buildings, such as Longleat and Burghley House, had made borrowings from the classical style, but the structure of these buildings was not informed by an understanding of classical precedents. Queen's House would have appeared revolutionary during this period, although it diverges from the mathematical constraints of Palladio. Jones is often credited with the introduction of Palladianism with the construction of Queen's House. Jones' unique architecture of the Queen's House also includes features like the tulip stairs, an intricate wrought iron staircase that holds itself up, and the Great Hall, a perfect cube. After its brief use as a home for royalty, the Queen's House was incorporated into use for the complex for the expanding Royal Hospital for Seamen. Neoclassical colonnades, wings and buildings were added in the early 19th century for a seamen's school. Today the building is both a Grade 1 listed building and a statute monument, a status that includes the 115-foot wide, 35-meter axial vista to the River Thames. The house is now served as part of the National Maritime Museum and is used to display parts of its substantial collection of maritime paintings and portraits. So yeah, that's the Naval College over there, I think.
The lawn is,
Yes,
it's quite dead.
Yes. Yeah, so dry. Let's go around the front. Oh, it looks like maybe we can go into the footlight. Is it free to go in?
I think
Entrance to Queen's House. Oh.
inside if you want, but do we want to take around now? Around?
Yeah, okay.
There's this London City Airport, or what is
Yeah,
close
City
to-
Airport is clear. Yeah.
They're so low.
Yes.
It's a crazy view because you have the old
Yes.
architecture and then the really new
New one here.
Can we go up there?
Yeah. Let's cut through that way.
Past her house.
Queen Anne's house, yes. So you see these two buildings over here and those two over there are all built at the same time. And this, we go inside, you can see the design and the architect of this house is totally different from everything else.
Okay. Have you ever been inside here?
I think so, a long, long time ago. I can't remember now. But yeah, I remember going in there.
And Queen Anne was around 1700 or something?
Oh, I think so, yes. Queen Anne, Queen Anne.
Was she the one who did not have an heir? And then
Yes,
then
that's it. She had 17 or 13 children, but they all died. Yes,
Well, horrible.
yes. She's the one. Yeah,
And
she,
then the kings from Hanover came, maybe. I don't know if she was one then without heirs, and then they
Yes.
had a Georgian dynasty.
something like that. Yeah, then it's because she didn't have an heir that they picked someone.
Yeah.
I think from Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she had some illness, some hereditary thing or something.
I don't know. They didn't say that she had any illness, but for some reason all her children died.
Oh, it would be much better if the lawn were green.
Yes.
I should color the photo.
No. No, you only need about one week of weather like this and everything will turn brown like this because they don't water them. You see?
It was the same at Hampton Court, but the place is not watered
Yeah.
like this, and the others.
Yeah, they just turn brown straight away without water. They go brown immediately. Here are some of the artwork being on display at Queen's House. Entrance was free, which was really good, and it's a massive place. You can spend hours in here if you want, but I'm just going to run through it very quickly just to give you an idea of the kind of art you can expect to see in here.
Нет, я говорю за динозавров. Queen.
It's amazing though how they haven't won every year. It's like, they haven't recovered yet, and then another one pops up.
Et ma grand-mère. Et moi, j'ai compris ça la petite là, genre la longévité, c'est père et ma
All right, we're finished with the National Maritime Museum now, and as you can see, it's everything to do with seafaring. Boats, ships, sails, everything to do with the sea. Very interesting place. It's big and massive. You can spend a whole day in there if you want, but we just went through it very quickly in about an hour or so. We're now outside and heading over towards the Old Naval College. So we'll get there a bit later on.
You want to go over there and have a look?
Okay, over here, guys. Over here, let's visit this amazing.
I like these old buildings. They look very solid.
Yes.
Solid and stable.
No earthquake is going to
That's it.
destroy it.
Yeah. Whereas a glass and steel building, they look kind of fragile and you throw a stone at it and the glass broken.
Yeah.
You know? Whereas this building, it stand forever.
Oh, really? How you doing?
Here are some information on the Naval College according to Wikipedia. The Old Royal Naval College are buildings that serve as the architectural centrepiece of Maritime Greenwich, a World Heritage Site in Greenwich, London, described by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, as being of outstanding universal value and reckoned to be the finest and most dramatically sited architectural and landscape ensemble in the British Isles. Formerly the site of a royal palace, the old college was originally constructed to serve as the Royal Navy's Greenwich Hospital, designed by Christopher Wren and built between 1696 and 1712. The hospital closed in 1869, and so between 1873 and 1998, the buildings were used as a training establishment for the Royal Naval College, Greenwich. The site is now managed by the Greenwich Foundation for the Old Royal Naval College, established in 1997 to conserve the buildings and grounds and convert them into a cultural destination. We are coming up to the building, and I thought we'll go in and have a look because, as far as I know, you're allowed to go inside and have a look for free. I have been before. So we are approaching the stairs here, thinking we'll go in, but then we were stopped because apparently they rented out the place for some kind of wedding party, some sort of wedding ceremony. You can just about see a few people of the wedding party on the opposite side there gathering. So we couldn't go in. And so the video will stop here. Thank you for watching.
Oh, would you
Bye.
like to